I'd like to introduce to you Syed Rizvi. Syed has worked in small to medium enterprises as well as global companies. He's had an opportunity over the last 12 years that I've known him and watched him to work with some remarkable startup companies with innovative technology as well as with global companies, working from talking to prospects to talking to the boardroom to talking to the installed base. Let's see what we can learn from Syed. Welcome, Syed. Nice to have you with us today.
Thank you, Doug.
How are you doing?
Very well indeed.
Fantastic. Syed, a good place for us to start might be to talk about one of the tasks that some managers find daunting. That is of getting out and spending time behind the wheel with their reps. First question, what would you say are the reasons that this activity is so crucial, both to the sales manager, the salesperson, and to the company?
It's interesting, Doug, that you say some managers find this challenging, because actually I think it's one of the most important things that a sales manager should be doing on a very frequent basis. I think it helps in three ways. Firstly, building a relationship with your team, understanding what they do well, what they don't do so well. And secondly, building a relationship with your customers and partners so you get direct feedback as a result of those meetings and engagements. And the third reason is that by actually having your manager playing a role in a meeting, they can often ask questions that you want to ask but feel that it would not be possible for you to ask in the role you as a sales rep are playing in an account. So by planning in advance, you can actually use the manager to actually advance the sales cycle significantly in ways that perhaps wouldn't be possible on your own as a sales rep.
Some sales reps have told us they don't like going on calls with their managers. What do you think they fear? And what would you do to minimize those difficulties?
A situation, of course, I've never come across before. I think firstly, strong salespeople recognize the value of having their manager in a meeting. I've never found that with strong salespeople that either I've brought into a team or inherited. However, of course, some people do fear a new sales manager in particular coming in. And there, I think the important thing is to recognize and make sure the sales executive understands that your role as sales manager is to help them be more successful, not just tactically within the scope of a meeting, but in terms of the overall engagement with a particular client or prospect.